The Baltimore Bridge collapse. Twitter is turned into the dark web of the internet, and it's gross. Hello, welcome back. Hi, hello. Welcome to episode number 6, week number 6, if you will, of Online Outrage. By the way, I've been getting questions like why it's called Online Outrage. I don't know. Honestly, I don't really have a reason behind it. I literally wrote down tons of different names for the podcast, and I was like, what do I want to do? And Online Outrage just had a little ring to it. I was like, oh, Online Outrage, that's sick. Sure, that's sick. Let's do that. Yeah, but I don't really have a reason for why it's called Online Outrage. People are like, oh, what are you outraged about? What are you outraged about? I'm like, I don't know. Everything, anything, always, every time. I don't know. I think it's so stupid that it has to have a reason, but I just thought it was cute. Okay, anyways, hi guys. Today's episode is about what the fuck is going on in the world right now. What the fuck is going on? Anyways, so, weirdly, today's episode was, inspired by the Baltimore Bridge collapse, which is a crazy statement. But the Baltimore Bridge collapse, if you haven't heard, a giant boat crashed into the Baltimore Bridge and the bridge collapsed. Which is crazy to think about, by the way. Never in my 19 years of living have I heard of a giant boat crashing into a bridge, but could just be just me, because I swear up until recently I've never heard of a boat crashing into a bridge before. And now suddenly these past few weeks, I feel like I've seen 5 to 10 TikToks or short videos, whatever, of big boats crashing into bridges, and either one knocking the bridge down or just running into the bridge, whatever. But I think it's so crazy. And what this all reminds me of is I don't know if you guys remember the movie that we were all obsessed with if you were on TikTok. The movie that everybody was talking about for a while, called Leave the World Behind. And it was a good movie, by the way. Really good movie. Yeah. Whoa. Anyways, it's kind of this end of the world or modern world as you know it type movie. You know, those dystopia movies. It was one of those. And in the beginning of the movie, before everything turns off and all the electricity goes out, whatever, boats start acting weird. And in the beginning of the movie, a boat washes up onto shore and crashes onto the shore, and you kind of just see that more and more throughout the beginning of boats crashing onto the shore, and that's the first thing that happens. And what I'm saying is I feel we're in that first stage of that movie, not saying necessarily that movie is gonna come true, whatever, but it feels right now we're in the beginning stages of that everything's gonna go to hell, and everything currently is in hell right now. Our economy is the lowest it's ever fucking been, which is crazy. Our housing market and our wage, what the fuck is it called? The wage is worse than it was than fucking the Great Depression, which is crazy. Not saying we're getting paid less than the Great Depression, whatever, but inflation has grown so much since the Great Depression that wages don't match everything else anymore. Even if I'm making $15 an hour, I'm still going to be struggling living with my mom. I just think it's crazy that minimum wage isn't a livable wage. I genuinely think that minimum wage should be a livable wage, and I do not fucking care what else you have to say. Because I think everybody should have the right to graduate high school and be able to live by themselves if they want to, and, grow in their career and earn more wealth throughout the future if they want to. Everybody should be able to immediately be able to afford even a 1-bedroom apartment. But now a fucking 1-bedroom apartment goes for $2,000 a month. What the fuck? It's so crazy. And mind you, I'm referring to where I live. I live in Oregon. Whoa. And the housing market is just so fucking shit right now. And it's like, I am lucky to be privileged enough to have parents, my mom and stepdad, whatever, who let me live with them as long as I do. I'm 19, which I guess I'm still young, but I mean, ideally, I should be able to be a college student, have hobbies like this, and be able to work and be able to live on my own. But unfortunately, due to our corrupt politicians, I can't fucking do that. And it's so stupid that, like, it's crazy to me. My mom and I were talking the other day about how, like, $500 in rent for her when she moved out felt like a lot. And she's like, compared to now, $500 would be a fucking steal. Like, even if it's a fucking one bedroom, you're getting $500 a month, steal. That's crazy. And now, the average, I would say, where I live is about $1,800 for a 2-bedroom, which I guess is, like, medium at best you're gonna get. And I don't even live in California. So, like, people who are gonna say, oh, you probably live in California, I don't. I live in Oregon. Which, not saying it's, like, any better here, but it's... Our housing epidemic right now is fucking crazy. What the fuck was I talking about? Oh, the Baltimore Bridge collapse? How the fuck did this stem from the Baltimore Bridge collapse? Anyways, let me just move away from that. We've already talked about the housing market. We've already talked about all that shit. But what I'm trying to say is, like, I wish everybody had the right to live on their own and start life with a good, solid foundation, but unfortunately, in America, that's not how it works. Okay? Anyways. What the fuck? Okay. Anyways, let's move on. Let's continue. Let's talk about the government a little bit more. The government, I don't know if you guys have been keeping up on this whole, like, TikTok ban thing. I don't think they're necessarily going to ban TikTok. I mean, they might if it doesn't get sold to, like, a whatever. So, if you haven't been keeping up with the TikTok ban stuff, basically, the American government is trying to ban TikTok in America, which we have so many other things we could be worrying about right now. And you choose to worry about TikTok? Fucking TikTok. And it's so funny watching them try to talk to the CEO of TikTok, saying, like, oh, are you part of any Chinese residents? And he's a Singaporean resident, by the way. And he kept trying to alliterate that he did 2 years of military for Singapore. So, whoa. For his country. I can't say Singaporean. He's Singaporean. Whoa. Okay, that's a little tongue twister for you, okay? But he was explaining how he did 2 years military for his country. He was never a citizen of any other country. Like, they kept trying to push that he was part of China or whatever, which seems a little racist. Sorry about it. Like, you're just going to assume he's from China because America's biggest enemy, I guess, right now is China, which, I don't even understand that. I also don't understand people who are like, oh, it came, like, when I work in retail and customers would be like, oh, that came from China, I don't want to buy it. It's already fucking in America, why not? Like, I never understood that, why countries can't help each other rather than who's the fucking strongest. It's that, like, male point of view. Like, honestly, if the world was ran by women, we wouldn't have this. Like, men are, like, so competitive and want to be the strongest and biggest army, strongest military, whatever. Who gives a fuck? We have more money. Who gives a fuck? Why can't we all just give each other, like, why can't we be good fucking people is what I'm trying to get at. I don't care if you're Christian, gay, whatever the fuck. I do not care. Muslim, anything. I don't care. I really don't. And I hope the best for you. Even if we don't agree on things, I hope the best for you in your life because everybody deserves to have a wonderful life. Maybe not a few certain types of people, like, what's the new term? Minor attracted people. Sorry, I just can't say the P word on here, but it's fucking disgusting. By the way, fucking disgusting. Execution. Off with their heads! Like, I don't know. Don't even get me started on fucking that, because that's disgusting. And it's also so sad. No, we're not going to talk about that. We're not going to delve into that, okay? Because, first of all, we don't need to talk about it. Okay. But I think TikTok being banned would probably be a bad thing for our freedom of speech. My theory on why they want to ban TikTok and Twitter as well, is because they don't have any influence on what goes on those apps like they do Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. If you didn't know, the government does have some influence on those social media, but they don't have any influence or a way to control the narrative on TikTok and Twitter, which Elon Musk, even though I fucking hate him, I think it's good that he is allowing like people who what they want to post they can post. Maybe they should have a little bit of moderation, like the child corn on there. My fucking god. And the gore videos. Like, I haven't been on Twitter in probably 6 months because I remember opening Twitter one day and my whole fucking feed was just people dying and animals dying and gross fucking things. It's like Twitter is turned into the dark web of the internet and it's fucking gross. But anyways, that is my theory of why the government wants to ban TikTok, is because they don't have any influence on it and they can't like control the narrative, whatever, because the American government wants their people to be sheeple because it's crazy. Anyways, I think if there was any benefits from TikTok being banned, it would probably be like our attention span might grow a little bit more. Like, you'd be surprised how people like can barely even watch a 30-second video because their attention span has gone to shit because of TikTok and like YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels, whatever. The short form content is definitely like shrunken our attention span so small compared to the olden days of YouTube. I miss when we could just have like vlogs on YouTube and they would do super well because people just like were interested in what you're doing. I miss that. I miss the era, and I think it's kind of coming back, and I'm enjoying that with like Tara Yummy and whatever I almost said Vinny Hacker. Where the fuck did Vinny Hacker? Oh, it's because I did a video about Tara Yummy and Vinny Hacker, whatever. So Tara Yummy, Jake Weber, whatever, and the Struniolo tributes are a good example of like people who are just putting out passionate content where it's not necessarily like a niche. It's more so like just them being them, and I love that. I love that people are getting famous now for just being themselves. Like that one girl, the Chick-fil-A girl, the no Chick-fil-A sauce, that girl, her name is Gina, and she's so fucking funny. And I think it's so cool how we can make people famous basically overnight just because they're a good person or because they do something funny. And that's how I feel with like Brittany Broski. She became so famous so quick because she just genuinely is funny. She's a funny fucking human and I love it. And same with the Chick-fil-A sauce girl. Like she's still in her beginning area where she doesn't really know what she's doing, but she's really fucking funny and I love that. But yeah, also another fucking pro of TikTok being banned is I won't have to see those fucking stupid TikTok ads. You know those like stupid videos where it's not even like an actual TikTok ad, it's a creator promoting something because they want to make money from it. It's like, it's always that stupid fucking air purifier too. Every like 5 fucking videos, you're gonna come across a little TikTok ad like, oh my god, I just found the best shirt. Oh my god, I just found the best makeup palette. I don't give a fuck! I don't give a fuck about your stupid fucking makeup palette or your stupid fucking t-shirt that you found. I just want to watch my cute cat videos. Okay? Get off my For You page. Get off! Sorry, guys. I'm just very passionate about shut the fuck up. Like, I do not care about your stupid TikTok ads. I don't care if you're making $10 from this video from me buying that shirt. I'm not buying that fucking shirt. I don't want to hear about it. Okay? Like, the TikTok ads are so annoying. It's not even like TikTok themselves. It's literally just creators putting a little fucking link at the bottom of their video to a TikTok shop thing so they can get the revenue from it. Like, whatever. Who fucking cares? God, guys, what are we gonna do? What are we doing with our lives right here? Are you guys okay? Do you need me to call somebody? Also, do you guys like my pink sparkly? Oh my god, why does it have like hair on it? Do you guys see that? Can you guys see in that camera? There's like hair on the cup. But I got this really cute sparkly water bottle. It's also not a Stanley, by the way. I'm not spending $45 on a fucking cup. Okay, but it's a cute sparkly water bottle. It kind of reminds me of Taylor Swift, like her, like how she loves sparkles. I love it. ASMR. I don't know. I should stop. Okay. But yeah, that's how I feel. Um, what was I fucking talking about? Oh, did you guys know that with water that, okay, supposedly, because I genuinely saw this on TikTok, that cold water can make you fat? What? It's, so apparently it's like, it solidifies your fat or something, and I don't get it. So apparently, if you want to be losing weight, like those people who are doing the gallon of water a day, if you want to lose weight, drink like, not warm water, like hot water, drink like room temperature. That's what this is, because obviously I want to lose weight. So, and losing weight, I'm going to start Ozempic soon. But anyways, yeah, did you know that cold water can make you fat? That's fucking weird. Might as well drink fucking soda at that point. I'm going to stick to my Dr. Pepper, thank you very much. If I can't have my fucking cold water, I'm drinking Dr. Pepper. Okay? Those are my two options every day. Cold water, Dr. Pepper. I love both. I cannot go a day without Dr. Pepper. Actually, I do really like Diet Dr. Pepper, which I'm sure it's not better for you in any way, but I do like the taste of Diet Dr. Pepper better than like that normal Dr. Pepper. I don't really know why. I think it's just like, I don't know. I like it. I enjoy it. I'm loving it. Okay? Anyways, what's our next topic? Can we move on, please? Can we fucking move on? Right? Oh, the next topic is how the government reminds me of the Hunger Games. I don't know. Did we all go through a Hunger Games phase? Because I fucking for sure did. I loved the idea of being Katniss Everdeen. I went around in my backyard because we had like 3 acres of land. We'd go up in the woods on my birthday, and like me and my friends and my cousins, we would go up there and pretend to play Hunger Games in groups, and we got Nerf guns. That was the highlight of my life. Highlight. I miss that era. I really do. I love, and I still do, I love the Hunger Games. I've read the books like 3 or 4 times because they're such good books. But anyways, whoa, my, no! Sorry, one of the bedazzled things came off my fucking cup. Whatever. TJ Maxx, right? But, so, the government reminds me of, I almost just said the government reminds me of TJ Maxx. The government reminds me of the Hunger Games because it's like, so with the draft, does the American government still do the draft? I'm sure there's like some laws around it, but I don't know. But the draft kind of reminds me of the Hunger Games. Okay, hear me out. So you get taken without your permission to go to war. You're fighting for a war that a generation or generations behind you created because, I mean, obviously you had no part in it. And the generations before you were selfish, stupid, and made this worse. And now that you have to fight in it. And then, third of all, what the fuck was my third reason? What? Oh, you had to fight to the death. Is that the Hunger Games or the draft? Ding ding ding! It doesn't involve Peter or Katniss. Peeta. It's the draft. I just think it's so crazy that we have to fight a war that we didn't even start. I mean, not necessarily that our country didn't start, but that we citizens didn't start or whatever. I think it's so crazy. And I also don't understand people who want to dedicate their life so hard to their country. Like, go America! You know what I mean? Like, it's obviously okay to be proud of your country, but I don't think America cares about their citizens enough for me to want to be a part of that. Like, I understand how honorable it is to be a veteran or to be whatever, but I personally don't see the point in it anymore, and I think a lot of people my age feel the same way because we've been so fucked over in this economy and the housing market and everything going on right now that there's no point in for us to fight because there's nothing to fight for at the moment because everything going on in our country right now is our own fucking country's fault. Our president fucking sucks right now. Both politicians right now running, I mean, it's going to be between Trump and Biden again is what I'm talking about, but both of them fucking suck. And I'm so over it. And I'm not even going to vote this year because I don't want to be a part of either of that. I hate them both so much. And like voting just kind of seems like voting for the less of two evils. And at this point, I can't really tell who that is. Because they're both so fucking terrible. I mean, I obviously don't like Trump. Maybe he did better for the economy. I don't like Biden, but maybe he did better for the social politics. Whatever. Who fucking cares? I don't. I sure don't. Like, I don't know. I'm so already over it. And obviously, if I got drafted, can you imagine me getting drafted? Me fighting a war? I am not going to slay. And I'm not even going to slay in the literal term either. That'd be so scary. You know the trauma? The PTSD? Hell to the fucking no. Okay. You know what? I put, oh my god, I keep hitting this fucking mic. I put together 7 reasons why I couldn't go to war. You're welcome, by the way. So, 7 reasons why I couldn't go to war. 1, I'd be too anxious. By the way, these are stupid fucking reasons. Reason 1, I would be too anxious. Obviously, every 2 seconds I'm afraid I'm going to get shot in the head. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I would be not participating in that fucking tomfoolery. Bloody fucking hell, Harry. It's fucking stupid. What the fuck are we even fighting for at this point? Like, what is worth putting my life on the line because you want fucking, like, oil or something? I don't know. Okay, like, why can't we just sit on a table and be like, hey, guys, I understand we've had a rough patch. Like, sit us down like a divorced parents would. Like, sit us down at the table and give it to us straight. And don't fucking fight over it. Don't kill each other. Don't kill each other as citizens. I never also understood, like, what's the point in killing innocent people who have nothing to do with government at all? Like, I never understood that either. Like, why would you kill the citizens? Why don't you just go direct to the source, right? Like, if you're gonna kill somebody, go direct to the source. Bomb the White House. Bomb them. Bomb them all. I don't know. Go, right? What the fuck? Anyways, reason number 2. I'd be the new kid again. And what I mean by new kid is I mean like when you go to a new school and you don't have any friends. That'd be me. I'd have nobody there I know. Like, what the fuck? I wouldn't know anybody. And I can't handle that. I don't like being in the background and not... I am so antisocial with people I don't know. I can't do that again. I changed schools 3 times and I cannot go through that again. No, thank you. Joining or being drafted would be the same thing again. I can't do that. One more fucking time. And it won't be the enemy shooting me in the head. It'll be myself. Reason number 3. Reason number 3 is there's no iced coffee. How the fuck am I supposed to function with no iced coffee? What? That is torture. Fucking torture. No iced coffee? No Chick-fil-A sauce? Yeah. I'm sorry. But that's mine. It's no iced coffee? No iced coffee? You know what I mean? Like, iced coffee, honestly, is like iced coffee, Dr. Pepper, and cold water. Ugh. Those are my... I'm 70... You know how, like, your body's 75% water? I am 25% Dr. Pepper, 25% iced coffee, and 25% cold water. Okay? That's why I'm fucking obese. Oh my god. Okay. Reason number 4. I have a cat. That is my child. She needs me. What would she do? What? Honestly, she'd be just fine without me. It'd be me who would be in a bad state without her. She is my emotional support cat. Can I take her to war with me? No, wait, no. Wait, can you imagine me and like one of those like military trucks with my cat in my lap, petting her like, oh my god, guys, ready to go to war? Get ready with me to go to war. I'm like putting on makeup. Guys, this is crazy. Can you imagine me doing like get ready with me videos to go to war? Because like, I don't want to give up social media. Social media is fun. Even though I have like no following, it's still, well, I'm having a stroke. I'm seizing. Sorry. I cannot imagine not having my cat and also not being on social media 24/7 because I am chronically online. But leaving my cat would probably be, I'd probably just end it for me right there. I'd probably just grab the gun on the nearest table, bam, right in the head, dead, right there. Because I love my cat. She's my child. We have the same skin complexion, everything. And if you don't know what she looks like, she's pure white. She is the whitest cat you've ever seen, and I am the whitest man you've ever seen, okay? What about it? Anyways, reason number 5. My mom said no. Actually, my mom says I can't come over tonight. My mom says I'm not allowed to spend the night. No, she didn't. I just don't want to. Did you guys ever use that as an excuse as a kid? Like, oh, sorry, my mom said no, but you didn't even ask your mom? Because that was me. I did that like 9 times out of 10 when I didn't want to do something. I'd be like, oh, sorry, my mom said no. And what are they going to say? If mom says no, it's definite. You can't change anything about that. So, therefore, you don't have to come with an excuse. You can pretend like, oh, I really wanted to go, but my mom said no. Yeah. Villainize your mom. That'd be me. My mom said no. Can't go to war. Reason number 6. Uniforms turn me on. Uniforms, a man in a fucking suit. Can you? Uniform. I'm sorry. Guys. Do you guys hate me? So, yeah, reason number 6 is that uniforms turn me on. A man in a military uniform. Oh, I creamed. A man in a fucking military uniform is literally one of my... I'm sure they'd like me there because I've heard some horror stories. My stepdad's a veteran, and apparently people get raped a lot in the military. So, I don't know about that one. Maybe they don't turn me on anymore. Yikes. Reason number 7. You guys, this is so crazy. Where the fuck is this podcast? Reason number 7. Reason number 7 is I need to watch YouTube while I eat. And this is the final reason. Honestly, it should be a form of torture to not be able to watch something while you eat. Because, like, I feel like it's so weird now. Oh my god. Sorry. I feel like it's so weird to just sit there in silence and eat food. Like, I gotta be either scrolling on TikTok on my phone or watching a YouTube video. I usually, before I eat, I scroll through YouTube and find a video that's like at least 28 minutes and I tap it. Like, I really like to watch like GTA roleplay videos for some reason. Who knows why? But I sit down, I put on YouTube, and I eat my food. And I cannot imagine it any other way because, like, eating in silence is just so awkward. Like, you're sitting there with your thoughts, eating your food, like, by yourself. I'm not talking about with people. Like, I can sit down at a dinner table and talk to people and eat. That's different. But if you're by yourself and you can't watch YouTube while you're eating, what the fuck are you doing? You're just sitting there in silence and eating food? What the fuck? Hell to the fucking no! Absolutely fucking not. Absolutely fucking not. Absolutely not. Why the fuck am I like a British Trump? What the fuck was that? Guys. Anyways, I think we're out of the government section of this podcast today. So we're moving on to teachers. So I'm mentioning teachers because I've noticed that, I haven't noticed, but it's like a thing right now. It's not a thing. What the fuck? What is the correct way to word this? Teachers, let me put this in the best way possible. Teachers are not paid enough. And that's just the best way to put it. Teachers do so much. They basically shape the next generation and what they're going to be. And it's just crazy to me how little they get paid after all the education they have to go through. Teachers deserve way more than they actually get. Like, I watched a few TikTok videos the other day for April Fool's Day. And it was these teachers, like, putting together, like, different pranks and different harmless, like, prank parties, whatever. I saw this one where it's like a teacher giving out brownies, but it was literally just a brown E, like the letter E. And she thought it was so funny. And the little kids are like, oh my god, what? I thought you meant brownies. And she's like, these are brownies. Like brown E's. And then she actually bought them brownies and gave them actual brownies, which is so cute. And it's crazy to me because this all comes out of the teacher's own money. The school doesn't fund this shit. The school, and like whenever, like if I don't know if you remember, like in elementary school, teachers would have like little parties for like if you read this many books or whatever. Teachers would have parties like getting pizza, getting soda, whatever. That all comes from their paychecks. That is crazy to me that the schools and the school boards don't even fund those things 90% of the time. And teachers who already don't make enough as it is pay for that shit. I don't think teachers get enough respect. And now a lot of teachers are quitting their jobs because students are so fucking mean these days. So fucking rude. Who fucking raised you? Who raised you to be rude to a teacher? You know how fucking insensitive and fucking rude that is to be rude to a teacher? Sometimes, I will say 10% of the time, some teachers deserve it. Like the rude one, like there's some racist teachers, there's some homophobic teachers, obviously there's going to be bad in everything. Like there's bad cops, bad teachers, bad whatever, but there's also good cops and good teachers, whatever. But I don't think that teachers are paid enough for what they do. And the students that are being this terrible, because I keep seeing videos about it, and I experienced it when I was in high school, like kids making giant messes and like cussing out the teacher, and they can't do anything about it because all these laws that, I mean, obviously it's good that they can't abuse the students, but maybe every once in a while they need a little slapping, okay? You're gonna yell at a teacher. Like, it's crazy to me. When I was in high school, we had one kid punch a teacher in the fucking face. Isn't that crazy? That's fucking crazy. These poor teachers who dedicate their lives to push you further in your education and to give you a jump start in your life, and you treat them like fucking shit. You are a trash human. Just fucking drop out at that point. Just drop out. You want to be a trash human and have no life? That's your fucking choice, but don't push that onto a teacher. Because a teacher has dedicated their entire life to push yours ahead to give you the advantage. It's fucking crazy. And they barely get paid for it. Anyways, pay teachers more. And speaking of teachers, I want to talk about my ginormous crush on my math teacher. He was so fucking hot. I'm sorry. I know it's weird to talk about your crush on a teacher, but I feel like everybody had a crush on at least one teacher, whether it's a girl, male, whatever. But for some reason, it's always the math teacher. I feel like it's always the math teacher you got a crush on. And for me, that's the truth. I had a crush on my teacher. He was my math teacher all 4 years, basically, because, 2 years it was like the COVID time, so I didn't really have any teachers. So my freshman and senior year, he was my math teacher. So, I don't know if I want to say his name. Actually, you know what? Fuck it, I will. You know Mr. Spinner? Oh my god. He was so fucking hot. So fucking hot. And like, I don't know what it is. I think it's because he was like this kind of like shy. He like wasn't too out there, whatever. And he never talked about his dating life. And he was so private on social media. Everything was private. And he was the baseball coach. Ugh. I creamed. I'm just kidding. He was the baseball coach. And like, I don't know if he was playing for my team, but I was sure batting for his. Okay? Like, if you get what I'm going. Like, I don't know. He was just so fine. And I remember for my last senior year, I didn't have to get any credits because I was already a year ahead in high school. And for what fucking reason, by the way? I got no reward for being ahead in high school. Zero. None. Nada. So, honestly, if you're passing in your high school classes and you're going to graduate, that's all you fucking need because it doesn't matter. It does not matter. And I've graduated high school. It doesn't fucking matter. Unless you want to go to a really excelling college, then yeah, do that. But if you don't have plans to go to college and you don't want to be this Harvard fucking student, it's not worth it to be straight A student. Because I was a straight A student and here I am. Here I am. But yeah. I don't know, he was so fine. He was also super sweet. I wonder, maybe I should look at his social media and try to follow him. Because I know he had like a thing like, oh, if you're my student, don't even think about requesting to follow me because I'll just block you, whatever. But I wonder what it would be like now. I don't know. Anyways, what is our next topic? I need to get out of there. Oh my god. So, speaking of hot men, because literally my next topic is, I don't know if you guys are on TikTok. Sorry, I know I just keep assuming that you guys aren't on TikTok, whatever. But there's this trend on TikTok right now. It's like post your craziest, the craziest hear me out, which is like, like the guy that's unconventionally hot that you think is hot and like post it, whatever. So my craziest hear me out. Oh my god. So do you guys know who Queso is? Oh my god. He's so funny. I don't know. I think my type of men is more so personality than like, oh my god, you got to be the 6'2" athlete. I don't fucking care about that. If you're fucking funny, Queso is so hot. Queso is so fucking fine. And him and Jinxie, when they play like games together all the time. Oh my god, I love Queso. Literally, I watch Queso probably every night before bed right now because I'm obsessed with him right now at the moment. Sorry about it. Queso's just super funny. He's a really fucking funny dude. And a lot of like jokes, like the fat jokes on him, I guess, are part of his community. So it's like not necessarily a bad thing because he encourages it. If he encourages it, then it's fine. It'd be different if he was like, oh, I fucking hate this, whatever. But he doesn't. I mean, honestly, I don't know I can't read his mind. I think it's a little weird. All the comments about his weight and like calling him super big when like, I watched him, with Jinxie the other day and he didn't look that fat, to be honest. Like, obviously he's a bigger dude, but he didn't look like huge, you know what I mean? Like, he kind of looked like bulky, but not like a fat way, but more like, you know, like when people like are bigger and like they're bulky because they're super strong. That's what it looked like to me. Like, I hope you guys know what I'm talking about. Like the stronger bulk rather than just like the more round. He had more like a lean, like bulk look, which, whatever. Um, let's just move away from my crushes on men because honestly, I have a white boy of the month every fucking month, and apparently fucking April's is gonna be Queso. And do I fucking care what you think about it? No. If you don't know who Queso is, search him up. Because I'm not your fucking babysitter. Go search him up by yourself. I don't need to guide you to the fucking Google search bar. Go search up Queso. Okay? Am I going to tell you how to spell it? No. You can do it. You're a grown boy. Good. You're a grown fucking boy. You're getting so big. He's going to break a lot of ladies' hearts. Go fucking search it yourself. Anyways. We're down to our last two subjects. This last one, not this last one, it's not my last one, but I mean, I think it is actually. This last one is about Dylan Mulvaney. If you don't know her, she's a trans woman on TikTok who posted day one of girlhood, that whole thing. And I'm pretty sure you probably have heard of her because it was really viral for the Bud Light thing and like fucking crazy. There's a lot of transphobia surrounded around her and it sucks, but I mean, she's a very public figure and it's bound to happen and it sucks. But anyways, Dylan Mulvaney, she released this new song and I love her. I think she's a beautiful woman and she's amazing. And her singing voice is even really good. But she released this song that is about womanhood, which is a very problematic take considering she's only been a woman publicly for 2 years. And she's talking about all this, and it's hurt a lot of women's feelings, trans women and biological women alike. And I'm not saying this is because she's trans, but I think this take is a really bad take. We're going to play the lyrics here in a minute. We're going to digest them for you. But I personally really fucking hated the song. Really, like, it even pissed me off. I've never been pissed off by Dylan Mulvaney before. I mean, it's a little cringy how positive she is. Like, good for her. Honestly, good for her for being such a positive human, but I could never. I could never be as positive as she is, okay? But Dylan Mulvaney released a song called Days of Girlhood. And we're going to play the problematic lyrics here in a minute. But a lot of women are angry because how about we'll just listen to it first and then we'll go over why women are angry. So I'm going to I'm going to have us listen to the portion of the song that people are mad at. Let's see. What the fuck? Oh, can I get to it?
Monday can't get out of bed. Tuesday morning pick up meds. Wednesday retail therapy. Cash or credit, I say yes. Thursday had a walk of shame. Didn't even know his name. Weekends are for kissing friends. Friday night all overspent. Saturday we flirt for drinks. Playing wingmen to our twinks. Sunday the Twilight soundtrack. Here's my breakdown in the back.
Okay. So that might have been hard to hear. But it starts with Monday, can't get out of bed, which honestly I don't think that's not the biggest highlight. But it's like kind of painting women to be like this, like retail therapy, taking meds, whatever. So first line is Monday, can't get out of bed. Like kind of suggesting that women are hungover on Mondays, like kind of painting this really bad misogynistic portrait of women. But maybe what I'm trying to say is that maybe Dylan had this as her, like, this was her experience, but the song was titled Days of Girlhood, so it seems more of like a wide spectrum thing. Anyways, second line is Tuesday morning, pick up meds, which this was one of the ones that people were super fucking mad at, because it's like saying, like, all women take meds on their Tuesdays. You guys are popping some pills on Tuesday. Like, I can honestly see why women would be mad at this. And I love Dylan. I think she is doing great with her career. But the song might have been a bad take. Might have been a bad take, okay? Next line is Wednesday, retail therapy, cash or credit, I say yes. Kind of suggesting that women, like, just use retail therapy as their scapegoat and they just go spend money and do this. I don't know. I think it's crazy to me. Like, it's just very, like, it's not even like these are, like, bad things necessarily. It's more so it's, like, stereotypical, like, cop eating a donut stereotypes. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like, oh, she's going shopping, spending her credit card again, or spending money again. Like, those things that misogynistic men say about women. And it seems very, like, a bad take, if that makes sense. Like, not necessarily, like, I don't know. It seems very misogynistic coded. And I don't know. I love Dylan and I think she's doing great, but this song is rubbing me the wrong way. Next line is Thursday, had a walk of shame, didn't even know his name. Which obviously refers to having a hookup and just having a random hookup on a Thursday. And that one also was really, like, pissed people off because, like, oh, women just go hook up with men and didn't even know his name type ordeal. And it's just, I don't know. And obviously I can't speak on a woman's behalf because I am not a woman. I am not a trans woman. I am a cis gay male. If you don't know what cis means, it just means, like, born that way or biologically that way, whatever. I'm not too familiar with all these terms. I try to educate myself on them because I feel like it's good to be educated, even if you don't use them 90% of the time. But I am a cis gay male, so I have no say in how women feel. I have no say in how trans women feel. I have no say in any of it. However, I'm just giving my opinion. And I'm just reiterating to you guys what other women I've seen have said. Okay? So keep that in mind. Next line is weekends are for kissing friends, which, what the fuck does that even mean? What does that even mean? Weekends are for kissing friends? Okay. Who the fuck is kissing their friends on the weekends? I have never once kissed my friends. I don't even understand. Like, what kind of life are you living, Dylan? What type of life? Friday night, I overslept. Me too. Honestly, me too, not gonna lie. Oversleeping, yeah, we can all relate. Saturday, we flirt for drinks, playing wingman to our twinks. Okay, that one pisses me off. Oh, okay. Saturday, we flirt for drinks. Like, oh, what the fuck is going on with my mic? What was I talking about? Oh, we flirt for our drinks. That one seems, like, we flirt for our drinks. Oh, like you're having men pay for your drinks and you're using yourself to get them to pay for it. that one was like, it really hits hard. Like, it really, like, that one's like, there's no other explanation other than misogyny to explain that line, saying women use themselves to get other people to pay for the drinks, men or women, who cares? And then playing wingman for our twinks, like, oh my god, every girl has their gay best friend. Whatever. What the fuck ever. Not every woman, straight woman, whatever, has a gay best friend. That's the reality, and it doesn't matter. Even if you are a woman who has a gay best friend, that's not the point. I'm saying, like, it's also another stereotype that women always have, like, a gay best friend or whatever. And I never really understood that. I mean, in middle school, it's like all these girls. It's like the best way I can explain this song is like a middle school girl wrote it. Like, this is how a middle school girl thinks womanhood is, if that makes sense. That's the best way I can put it. I think, honestly, it's just because Dylan is living the early days of womanhood because she's so new to it that she's not fully aware of what it's like to be a woman yet. And I think that's okay. It's part of growing as a trans individual, and that's okay. But it's coming off very much as like middle school girl thinking that she needs a gay best friend. Okay? And then last line is Sunday, the Twilight soundtrack cues my breakdown in the bath. That one I don't really understand. Are all you women listening to the Twilight soundtrack and having a breakdown in the bath? I can understand the breakdown in the bath, honestly. That's me every Sunday. Guys, if you can't tell, I'm not taking it serious anymore because honestly, it just like it's pissing me off a little bit. A little bit. Pissing me off just a little bit. Okay? It's stupid. I honestly think this song is so fucking stupid. Here, how about we listen to more of it? Right? So this is after the Sunday Twilight, whatever, breakdown in the bath.
These are the days, these are the days, these are the days of girlhood. These are the days, these are the days, these are the days of girlhood. Every day.
I'm sorry, I can't. I'm sorry, I cannot. I love Dylan, and usually she sounds so much better singing, but it's like giving early 2000s intro to a movie type song, but maybe if you muted the vocals. Because the vocals are giving every night, every day, I don't want to. Like that forced vocal, you know what I mean? I don't know, I can't get myself to like it. Like, I want to support Dylan so bad. I think she's a good human. I think she's very positive, whatever. But this song is not fucking it. This song is such a bad take. It's such a bad take that I can't even understand it. Like, I wish I could see the dislike ratio on this video, but I cannot. Let's continue for a minute.
Eyes are shine, they're all mine. Thick and thin, I'll be alright. Got my dolls by my side. These are the days, these are the days, these are the days of girlhood. Hi, girls to the front of the line. Linked arms, no stress, cause we're dressed up to the nines. Mini skirts, it's below my hips. Dye my hair blonde, pillow top on my lips. Boys on the dance floor, it's time to clear the.
I don't know. It just seems like one of those, like, she really doesn't understand that these are just stereotypes for women, and she feels like she has to live up to them because she wants to be this stereotypically pretty woman. And I understand that might be more of a struggle of her finding herself and what she wants to be as a woman, and that's okay. But I feel like she's painting this like very stereotypical woman type point of view in this song, which honestly that just might be how she views herself. But in all honesty, it feels very misogynistic is the best way to put it. And I know I've said that, but it's very like uneducated on womanhood type feel. Like I don't know. I just can't. And the reason I'm bringing this up is because women I know that are close to me were, I wouldn't say hurt is the correct word, but very maybe offended by the song just because it was so like pushing this ideology that women are this way and like And obviously, Dylan's going to get more hate than if she was a biological woman. And I do think a lot of it also stems from transphobia, but also this song is just not good. Like, she could have done better. She has other songs on there. I actually want to go to her YouTube right now and see if I can find like another cover of a song, because she's not a bad singer. She really isn't. And I wanted to see. Oh yeah, there's one right here that says Dylan Mulvaney, Blue Christmas. Dylan Mulvaney really isn't a bad singer. Like, I don't know if you guys have seen her sing on TikTok or whatever, but she's really not a bad singer at all. Here, let's play this. Come on. Let's skip a little.
I'll be so blue thinking about you. Decoration.
Okay, so from that, you can obviously tell she's a good singer. Like, she's a good singer. And it's like a fact. And I do think she has great potential in singing. And I really, really do. But Dylan really has fucked it up. Put it in the fucking bag on this one, because it was not a good take. I love Dylan so much. I hope the best for her. This all came up because my mom and I talked about it and how we didn't like it. Yeah. So, Dylan, I hope you're doing great. I hope you are doing so good. And I hope that none of this is like a personal attack on Dylan. It's not. I love Dylan. I think Dylan is such a good human. But this song just was a really bad take. And I think that everybody, even influencers, can have bad takes. No matter who they are, no how big their platform is. And that's okay. Anyways, that is it for today's episode. It was almost an hour long, which is fucking crazy. I talk so fucking much. Jesus fucking Christ. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Yep.